It's safe to call last year a learning experience for the Princeton men's hockey program under new head coach Ron Fogarty.
Last year, every drill we would have to stop or change or tweak, for the specific things that we were looking for. Now we have 22 guys that are returning that can help out every day in the process of continuing where we ended off with at the Dartmouth series. So it's good we have 22 guys that know what's going on and that can keep adjusting and helping out the younger guys. So that's the big difference.
Right now it's just freshmen learning the new system, so it makes it a little easier when it's 5 guys versus 27 guys. So I think that was a lot of it. I mean, by the time December hits, you're kind of learning it then and you're starting to get rolling. So you lose a couple months, and with the Ivy League you start late. So I think it was a lot of it.
It was thrown right in the fire and learning the nuances of the academics here at Princeton with the exams in October and learning that less practice sometimes meant more to get out of the guys. So with the 1 year of knowledge that the guys have, we also have that 1 year of knowledge that helps everything towards that first game against Yale.
The Tigers are hoping the momentum from last year's narrow loss to Dartmouth in the ECAC tournament carries over to the start of this season.
That series could have gone either way. There's a lot of games like that towards the end of the year.
I think by the end of the year you really saw the guys buying in, and that's reflected in our series against Dartmouth. And even though we dropped those 2 games, I really think that we showed a lot of passion, a lot of commitment to the system. So I think for this year we're kind of just building off what we had going there.
We learned how to play more of a puck possession game. We were giving up a lot of shots prior to Christmas, and then after Christmas the game was more manageable. Unfortunately, we couldn't manufacture or get that 1 goal in the first period where we maybe can take a team out of their systems and maybe alter their game plan.
Last year, the Tigers tallied just 30 goals in 39 games, making them the lowest scoring team in Division I. But with their 3 leading scorers from a year ago back, Fogarty is looking for his squad to pick up the pace.
We have to try to open it up, still taking care of the puck in our defensive zone, but throwing little systems and support systems in place in the offensive zone, which we couldn't do last year because we had to spend so much time going from the offensive blue line back to our net and taking care of that to keep the games close.
I think it starts with our speed, and the coach has done a great job of implementing a system that's going to allow us as a 5-man unit to create offense. And I think guys in the summer really went home and took it upon themselves to work on their shots, work on conditioning so they can play fast and at a high pace. So I think a lot goes into it, but at the end of the day it's all about execution when it comes down to it. So we'll be looking to put some pucks in the net pretty soon here.
The defense is spearheaded by goalie Colton Phinney, a junior who was one of the bright spots for Princeton last year. In front of him, an experienced group returns on the blue line.
Guys like Tommy Davis, Quinn Pompey, Mylon Stabo, they're juniors now. Kevin Liss, a senior, and then Matt Nelson, Joe Grabowski. I mean, everyone's a year older, and they were all pretty good last year, so I think it should be good this year.
They made a lot of strides last year, obviously, as we indicated before. Again, the shots more manageable against. They were doing a great job of angling and pushing the play away from Colton's, pulling and trying to catch up. So with that, experience is going to help, and with Josh Tevis coming in, the defense corps can help immediately to transition from junior and get rid of the bad habits and expectations that we need to help Colton. We have to make sure that we take away the backdoor opportunities quicker this year. We struggled with that at the beginning of the season last year, and allowing Colton to be strong, come out of the net, and make that first save.
While most of college hockey opened its season on October 9th, Princeton and the other Ivy League programs don't hit the ice until 3 weeks later, Halloween weekend. But that doesn't necessarily mean the Tigers are playing from behind.
It's tough, but you can look at it 2 ways. I mean, last year Harvard won the ECAC and they started late. Yale won a national championship and they started late. So I mean, it really just matters how you finish, and I think maybe you're more fresh.
It's already shaping up to be a strong year for the ECAC. The conference boasted 5 teams ranked in the top 20 entering the season and backed those laurels up with RPI knocking off #1 Boston College and Union defeating 3rd-ranked BU on opening weekend. Now in their 2nd season with Fogarty at the helm, the Tigers look to take the next step in the rebuilding process as they play the underdog role when they begin their challenging ECAC slate in early November.
Obviously you want to take small steps judging from last year this year, and obviously pretty much an underdog, but I think if you just peak at the right time, anything can happen. I think it just starts with working hard every day.
Every game is going to be tough. If we can score 3 goals a game in the ECAC, our record's going to move towards 500. But it's a well-coached league, and it's going to be a dogfight again this year.
For GoPrincetonTigers.com, I'm Cody Cruciel.